Despite a population size that pales in comparison to most major cities, Birmingham, Alabama is a hotbed for murder. According to USAFacts.org, Birmingham has had the 5th highest murder rate in America over the years, and the subject of today's video was a major reason why. As most of you know, we frequently cover drill rappers on this channel, and it seems more and more often that these drill rappers aren't really rappers. They're damn near serial killers that just rap on the side. The subject of today's video is no different. The subject of today's video is...
That's the thing, bro. They don't really be rappers, bro. All they doing is just be rapping about who they done popped, who they killed, and all that. They really don't be rapping about nothing for real, for real. So, like you said, they damn near serial killers.
Alleged to have committed at least 6 murders and carried out multiple murders for hire, all by the age of just 19. On one of his hits, he allegedly shot up his target, noticed they survived, then in truly evil fashion, followed their car to the emergency room and shot at them again as they entered the parking lot. The subject of today's video is none other than White Boy Spin, and today we're going to be telling his story. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like called 420. 420 has built up a reputation for being filled with killers, so as I heard of them before. They've made plenty of enemies over the years. They primarily beef with the gangs M6, H2K, standing for Hard to Kill, 3100, and TSMG, who also go by the name Ray World to honor a deceased member named Ray Ray, who was killed at just 14 years old in 2017. White Boy got involved in the street life at a very young age and quickly built a reputation in the streets for being a cold-blooded killer. He was considered one of the top shooters in his gang and was the main one to take initiative whenever they wanted someone killed. White Boy would frequently go on hits with another rapper / 420 member named 41st AJ. In fact, in a Facebook Live, White Boy's sister openly bragged about how White Boy and AJ were steppers in the streets and their names were ringing bells with detectives.
What? Why?
That hoe said White Boy ain't nobody. Come on now. The detectives know about White Boy. The detectives know about him.
That's not good. That's not good, shorty. And you are here implicating your brother even more. Y'all be slow, bro. Y'all just, cause it don't make no sense. How you gonna go in there tomorrow? You the detective know about like boy. They know he like, come on, bro. Even if they didn't know about him, then you just implicate them even more. Like how slow can you be, man?
They know about him. They know. My mom detective.
Then y'all gonna be yelling free on when he get caught.
Oh God, I'm lying and flying. Oh God, I swear to God. The detective know about these boys. On Jesus Christ, I swear to God. The detective know about these boys. The fuck? They know they was stepping on shit real bad. They said that. They said that. Come on now. Get out of there. Get out of there, please.
White Boy's name was frequently linked to murders and attempted murders. Rumors in the streets linked him to the deaths of a man named Coop from Bessemer, Alabama, and the death of a TSMG member named PJ/PZ. A 420 member named Man was the one charged with Coop's murder, but it's rumored that White Boy was involved as well. White Boy wouldn't stop there and would soon be allegedly involved in the death of one of his biggest ops.
That's a trigger.
One of TSMG's main shooters was a man named Trigger, renamed Davion Hickley. He was allegedly involved in multiple shootings that targeted members of 420. On April 25, 2022, Trigger was in the parking lot of a Shell gas station in the 800 block of 3rd Avenue when multiple gunmen pulled up and opened fire. Trigger was shot multiple times and was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead at just 19 years old. White Boy Spin and 41st AJ are rumored to have been the gunmen in this incident, and they released multiple songs pretty much openly confessing to this murder. Also, White Boy pretty much blatantly confessed to it on Instagram Live.
Fuck the Trigger, everybody know he got faced by AJ. Long little heat in his head. That Trigger ain't dead, but I think he dead. Only one put a little bitch in his bed. Only one hop out the car that foot trying to rob me. I'll turn the bitch to a thread. We caught an out left and brain right with 30.
Hey, hold on. He say story time on Trigger.
Story time on Trigger. Get his ass.
Story
Get
time
up with
on
that
Trigger.
fitty.
Alright, I'm gonna say a story time on Trigger. Gonna be real short. Once upon a time, it was a nigga named White Boy, but he go by Top. And there was a nigga named Trigger that threatened me with a Glock. So I took his ass up top and shit. It was just over with. Shit, it was just over with.
Just 2 days after allegedly killing Trigger, White Boy and 420 would take a massive loss of their own.
Exactly. Y'all not bulletproof. None of y'all homies is...
On April 27, 2022, a 420 member named 23, renamed LaCameron Daru, was riding in a vehicle on the 901 Bankhead Highway when another car pulled up beside him and someone inside opened fire, riddling his car with bullets. 23 was shot multiple times, and responding officers pronounced him dead at the scene at just 22 years old. Another person was in the car with 23, and they were shot as well, but they survived their injuries after being taken to UAB hospital. It's rumored that members of TSMG were responsible for this murder. They hinted in songs that it was Get Back for Trigger. Unfortunately for 420, the losses wouldn't stop there, as a little under 4 months later, White Boy would lose his best friend. On August 12, 2022, 41st AJ, real name Alfred Jenkins, was standing in the doorway of a gas station in the 4000 block of Messer Airport Highway when he was ambushed by 4 to 5 shooters. Dozens of shots were fired, and AJ was struck numerous times. He was taken to UAB hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just the age of 18. AJ was allegedly killed by members of the gang H2K. Prior to his death, they had been dissing each other back and forth on social media, and various members had shot at each other. This loss devastated White Boy, and he posted a tribute to AJ on his social media. AJ's death would make White Boy...
Man, that's the thing, bro. Like I say, like, no matter how much you be spending and doing what you doing and this and all that, that don't mean you bulletproof. That don't mean your homie's bulletproof. Like, y'all gotta get that through your head. Just no matter how much you spend, there's somebody else out there that do the same thing. That'll catch you. You can get caught lacking too. They didn't get you, but they got your homeboy, your best friend. Now you gotta making a tribute to him.
Even more eager to kill his enemies. AJ was one of White Boy's closest friends and a beloved member of 420. Losing him made White Boy and 420 hungry to kill any member of H2K they could find, no matter the circumstance. On September 2nd, 2022, an H2K member named Bobo, renamed DeMarcus Moss, was driving in a car with 2 of his 4 children in the 800 block of Arkadelphia Road when his car was shot up. Bobo was hit multiple times but continued to drive, making it almost to Interstate 59/20 before he collided with another vehicle in the 1000 block of Arkadelphia Road. Officers arrived on the scene and rushed him to UAB hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 22 years old. White Boy was allegedly one of the people responsible for this murder. On December 2nd, 2022, an H2K member named Slime, renamed Cornelius May Jr., was in a vehicle near a Chevron gas station on Finley Boulevard when gunmen pulled up and shot up the car he was in. After being hit, the car Slime was in crashed into a tree. The Birmingham Police Department eventually arrived and pronounced Slime dead on the scene at just the age of 20. It is widely rumored that White Boy was allegedly one of the gunmen in this incident. White Boy would go on Instagram Live and mock both Bobo and Slime's deaths.
Slime got his ass chased across train tracks. Bobo got ran off of Arkadelphia. Bobo got ran off like Arkadelphia with his baby in the car.
That shit sick, bro. That shit.
Aside from targeting his main ops, White Boy would allegedly also participate in murder for hire. White Boy had a close relationship with another Alabama rapper named Landlord Low. Low would allegedly pay White Boy to take out people for him. An Alabama rapper named Cash Cow Breezy, also known by the name Breon, allegedly shot a friend of Landlord Low, so Low placed a bounty on his head. White Boy went to collect it. On May 21st, 2023, Breon was in the parking garage of the Cortland Vesta apartment complex when a gunman pulled up and shot him. Birmingham Fire and Rescue arrived and pronounced Breon dead at just the age of 27. White Boy pretty much openly confessed to committing this murder.
Now you got more ops on you.
Following this incident, White Boy would allegedly do another murder for hire.
No, 2 shorties, bro.
Following the death of Breon, White Boy would allegedly continue taking paid hits for Landlord Lowe. On September 4, 2023, White Boy allegedly went on a mission to kill a man that Landlord Lowe placed a bounty on. The target was at the Aria Restaurant and Lounge on 5th Avenue North when gunfire erupted.
He probably hit the shorties instead of the target.
But so were 2 innocent women named Markesia Atkins and Shavonna Willis. The target was able to drive themselves and the woman to the UAB hospital emergency room. However, they were followed. Once they arrived, 2 suspects reportedly opened fire on them while they were in their vehicle.
They followed them to the hospital,
causing the ER to temporarily be locked down. Gunfire also hit an SUV that belonged to UAB police, and it hit a hospital emergency room door. The suspects then fled the scene. UAB hospital staff pronounced Markesia dead at just the age of 24 and Shavonna dead at just the age of 33. The target survived his injuries. White Boy Spin was allegedly one of the gunmen in this incident.
He followed him to the hospital to finish him. All the noise White Boy was making
in the streets would catch up to him.
What did I say? I ain't surprised.
Prior to his death, a $100,000 bounty was allegedly placed on White Boy Spin's
sure it
head.
was, bro.
White Boy would brag about this and taunt his enemies to come collect it. His name was ringing so many bells in the streets that his enemies were desperate to take him out. On December 2nd, 2023, White Boy Spin was riding in the passenger seat of a vehicle in the 900 block of 5th Avenue North when multiple gunmen fired at least 17 rounds into his vehicle. White Boy was struck numerous times and was rushed to UAB hospital. He would succumb to his injuries and was officially pronounced dead at just the age of 19. Members of
19 years old
were allegedly responsible for White Boy's death, but members of H2K also claimed responsibility. Man, it's sad to see all this death and destruction that started over pretty much nothing. Most of the people dying in this beef haven't even reached the age of the average college graduate.
Right.
RIP to everyone that passed away in this video, especially the 2 innocent women
that died over a beef
they had nothing to do with. Let me know what you guys think about.
You feel me? RIP to them, man. Like I said, man, no matter how much you spending in the streets and do what you're doing, bro, don't mean it won't catch up to you. Just as you out here collecting bounties on people, don't mean nobody will put one on you. You feel me? But like I said, rest in peace to all the victims, though, for sure, man. Y'all like and comment, let me know your thoughts on the video, man. Catch y'all on the next one, man. We out.